Oops, get my comment monitor. It's hooked up, plugged in. I just need to get active on it. I think, ooh, that looks good. It looks like we're live. YouTube is loading on my phone. Hop on over to my YouTube channel. Pick the live stream where there is one watching right now. Hey! Need to turn volume on my phone down to 0. I will increase the brightness of my phone just a little bit so I can see that better, see the live chat, because there's some brightness coming in. The reason I keep the brightness on my phone turned down when I'm doing this is because I don't want it to use a lot of power, which hence make the phone get warmer than it already is going to get sitting there plugged in and watching something. But I keep it plugged in because I go for quite a while. I don't want it to die on me, and I'm not watching the power as much. If there's any lip smacking, I apologize. I am chewing gum, but I apologize for that. I'm going to try and avoid doing lip smacking. We look good on here. Good, I cleaned did that. So here is the plan. So the plan, let's do this and do this. Oh. Looks like there's a few steps that I forgot. Well, okay, so here's the plan. The plan is get some earwax out of my earpiece here. So the plan is we're going to figure out how to attach our wall piece why is this here? Goodbye. Goodbye on you. So we're going to try to figure out how to attach that to this. I forget why it has that whiteness around it. I'm going to, and we did do subtractive on that. Let me just check something here, because GI. I should probably put GIMP down here too. Although I've used it a lot for this project, but not a lot for others. I'm going to get something going on in my ears. Let's actually do... oh, what's the name of that band? It's not Imagine Dragons. Oh, Of Monsters and Men. The only thing I don't like about Spotify is just when you go here, if you start playing from the top, it's going to play everything that you see here. So I'm going to get this plus duplicate because Beneath the Crystal is the non-deluxe version. What they really should do is, provided all of these are the same, there's just more in the deluxe version, they should have a toggle switch, a little checkbox right there that says deluxe if checked, normal if not. Anyways, there's music for me. I need to check on my phone quickly. I think I know what this post is, but I'm just making sure. It's from the singles ward. They're going out to do an activity, and I got work. I mean, like, it's before I go to work, but I would only be able to go up to my bishop's cabin for, like, an hour or something. So I'm staying down here and doing masking. Which, really quickly, I need to, remind myself of the deadline, so... No. I'm just looking up the Film Quest deadline here. I don't want to just get infringement, which is why I have... So 149 days, 12 hours, 13 minutes, 54 and going down quickly seconds. Let's see. I was about to Google what time it will be for on Google when that will be, but I'm just looking. I want to click on this Film Freeway link. So we are at the spring deadline. Final entry is July 9th. So we're in February, January. So we're at the end of February, so we got March, April, May, June, July. So 5 months. Okay. That gives me a little bit of confidence. I think I'm going to make this deadline, guys. We're going to do this. Okay? Oops, did I not? No. Oops, I did the wrong, display capture. Okay, Film Quest, if you see this, don't fault me, okay? I'll happily blur that part out. I think there's a way to remove sections on YouTube after the fact, which I'll probably just go and do anyways. But let's get to work, because this is live. So what was I... Oh, that's what I was doing. It's this piece here, so... Yes, we did blur it out. So now, here's something that I should have thought of. I should have thought of how this program is going to handle the blur. Because what we need to do is view this here, because... If I move this onto shot, what happens is... So I've done subtractive because I wanted to subtract some of the edge. If I go additive, we see this whiteness there. That's part of the blur that it's not handling like GIMP does. But GIMP knows exactly what to do because that's where the blur was applied. So, make sure we're not on loop here. Nope, we're not. Good. It's just sounded similar. I forgot what song was last. Oh, now I remember, yeah. So, it does that. So, what I should have done is I should have applied blur here. Because there still is a little bit of blur. If I go more additive. So, I should have left it without that. That would have made things a little bit easier. And here, the reason I did that is because I was in the mindset of make it look good for the original image in here. Like, I was pretty much editing a picture. Which, I'm good at this. If you guys have seen the one I did about the duck picture that I did, I hand drew a tongue. I did lots of things to that picture. So I'm good at this. There's a lot of pictures that I have done that I've not kept because I was literally just practicing and I didn't want to show anybody. I just, you know. So I've had lots of practice using GIMP. So I was making it look good like I would in GIMP working on a still frame. Which, in some ways, I kind of think this might be a little bit easier if I was working in GIMP only for all the frames. Like, somehow have a whole frame export of my project that goes nicely into GIMP and work with it here. There are some great tools, and I wouldn't mind working them frame by frame basis, but there's a reason that people don't specifically do that. And it is better when you're working with video to have automation across a whole bunch of frames. I did use GIMP for one bit, though, of animation where... I might have mentioned this before, but I was... there's a scene where all I'm going to say is I need a power button to be pushed by something on the stereo, which actually is right over here. And I originally had it in the shot using my mom's hand with the chopstick taped on it, so move it, but I wasn't able to get the chopstick out of the shot and fill the original, and so I decided just to all computerize it. So I did use GIMP for the animation of the button being pushed in. and that worked nicely. But yeah, so let's get to work figuring out how we're going to attach that to our track. I'm thinking, can I have, okay, that, oh, nice. I was curious if I could have 2 going in there. I only need 1 going in there. And then there's this bit. This is still confusing. The thing that's going through my mind right now, this was so that this would have a background, and it would actually display this and let me move it around. And it's the same thing as this, but this was made so small that you can't see it. And so that solved it. But I'm thinking, I'm going to leave it the way it is, but I'm kind of curious, would there be less work for the computer to do if this was blank? Like just a blank 1080, 1920 by 1080 image. And you still just plugged it. Actually, no, it would. Because I wouldn't have the transform as part of the equation. I'm going to leave it, because I don't know it's going to make a whole lot of difference as far as render times and stuff go. So here's what we're going to do, and hope this works, is connect this to this, and then connect this back up to that. So now what we need to do is go somewhere where we know the door was good before. We need to view this on number 2. The door looks a little bit too tall, but I'm going to leave it because it's close. We might modify that later. I really hope I don't have to manual it, but I'm having confidence because of how good this is going. 3 watching now. Hey, 3 people. This is not a first, but not super common. I'm going to send out just a little tweet, or not a tweet, but a message on Facebook really quickly to a group. There we go. Let's put the comment monitor back. 1 watching now. Hey. Okay, I guess the other 2 had to leave. I accept that. Life happens, you know. So, whoops, no, I didn't mean to play. But we know that this looks roughly good. So now, I'm guessing what we need to do is go... Hungry for the kill. Right. We need to go forward till this is good. That's where that looks good. Where will be there one? So we need to line this up. I'm going to say right just a tidge. Feel like up just a tidge. Okay. That looks good enough to me. Size. Size is another thing I want to keep in mind too. Set this one to fit. Pick something that's not going to highlight that. Full screen. It's not perfect, but it looks okay. If you're not looking for that, you're not going to notice. That's what I have to tell myself. When this is done, I will have somebody who hasn't seen it throughout the whole process look at it and tell me what they think. I'll have some fresh eyes. Okay. So I'm going to save our progress. And we're going to give this a little bit of a test here. I am going to play it. Oh goodness. That already failed. I'm going to take this, move it out of the way for a second, because I want to watch just the door. Oh. That's a fail already. Okay. We need to fix it for here then. Okay, I'm gonna do a jump. That line is already off. That doesn't look right. I'm probably gonna have to manual this. Cause see, that's already not right. Oh wait. Duh, cause the size. Okay, so from you. Let's go till we first see it. Well, till it first should we start tracking. Okay. Cause wait, we did do a size shift. Right, cause this has. Okay. We need this animate, and this should be animate as well. Okay, that looks good. In my sight that I run from, ooh, that I do my. I'll come down here and stretch my back for a second. You know, another thing too is if I get done with the computer tracking bit of this and it doesn't look good, I could go back and manual it, But I might just say, I'm just going to leave it in there, and something's going to look funny, and I'm going to say sorry. That scene was messed up beyond your wildest imaginations. Go to my YouTube channel and watch the behind the scenes for that. Sorry, a bit distracted with thoughts there. I'm gonna close it back a bit less glare on my screen. Okay, so right there we're getting off already. Like so far, there is some variance, very slight, but that's the worst. Okay, that's the worst. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say 2 0 comes a river running wild, it will create 5 8. Okay. That looks good. So that went from... So that... Need to figure out how much it went down, so... So we went from 3 4 to 2 8. Should be... Wait, no, I can figure this out, so... And then I'll use this to check my math. Whoops, no. So let's do some math in my head, get my math skills better. Oh, wait, whoops, no. So... 4 minus 8 is negative 4. So that means... we go... Minus 4 would be 0. And then 30 minus 4 is 26. So 6... Yes! Yay for me. That's... I need to actually start thinking the math through my head a lot more. I've had some slightly embarrassing situations at the dollar store where I know I can... And thankfully the customers have helped me out, which is nice. Most of the customers that I've encountered where, like, my brain is kind of... I'm under this pressure, quickly get them their change. I punched it in wrong on the computer. I have to do math in my head to figure out what it is. Or I don't want to, because I don't want to seem like I'm super connected, but I could just go like this, pull out my watch, ask Google for help, and hope it does it fast. But I've had a few awkward situations like that, so I need to get better at math, so I need to start thinking it better. I can do it, I'm just kind of slow for some things. There are some that are easy. It also helps that as I'm working, I start to memorize numbers and see things better. And I kind of automatically know... If they have this much money and they give me this dollar amount, over that, I give them this much change. So it's helping. So yeah. Anyways, that for me... One moment. Okay, that was an interesting movie-like advertisement for Taco Bell's nacho fries. Fries seasoned in Mexican spices dipped in warm nacho cheese sauce. I don't really like nacho cheese. I think I've had their nacho cheese sauce before. That's like the sauce that comes with the naked chicken chips, isn't it? I'm picky about cheese is all I'm going to say. Let's get back to work. So we said 6. Whoops. So, let's see, 53 minus 6. So, half of 6 is 3. Funny thing, I don't like algebra. Like, I'm not, what's x? Why do I care what x is? But, I use algebra all the time to figure out stuff like this. So, I know that half of 6 is 3, so we take off 3. That puts us at 50. And then if we take off another 3... that's going to put us at 7. So 47. Whoops. Oops. I did that wrong. I got the math right for the, I'm sure, but I needed to look over here. So 14 minus 6 is going to be, so if we take away 4 puts us at 10, and then 2 more is 6, so minus 2 is 8. Oh. Huh, funny how one of the digit right here was 8 for both of them. And that looks right there. Actually, wait, is that... I'm going to take it down a little bit more because it's above that and it's not supposed to be. 5. 4. There's still a smidge of the door up there visible, but I pulled it down because it's not supposed to be above that. So hopefully that doesn't look too funny. Okay. I need to check, because around here's where it got funny. Like, right there, see? It's off already, so, whoops. Not P. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna have to do quite a bit of mask fixing. Here it needs to be up some. We took it down. Whoops. Took it down. Wait, what? I'm lost. I thought there was an 8 over here somewhere. Because 34 minus 28 equals... Oh, I get it. This was 6. I'm lost now. Let's just go back and make it look good. So 7, 9, 3, 1. Two. 3. There we go. So I'm going to have to move the door. So we went... So, let's do math again. 33 minus 25. I think it just crashed. Thankfully, there's auto recovery. Math. 33, 25. Yes. Unfortunately, we can't, why is that not... There we go, finally, thank you. Fortunately, we can't... What's the word? We can't, undo, sadly. Or can we? Let's find out. If we click on this... No, we cannot undo, which is totally fine. I'm going to hit save. So 33 minus 25. So... 3 minus 5 is going to be negative 2, right? Yeah, because 5 minus 3 is 2. And then we need... So minus 3 would be... 22. Well, we need to take 2 off of it, so that would be... So, 30 minus 3 is 30. 33 minus 3 is 30. 2 more to 5 is going to be... 26? No, 28. Okay, so 33 minus 5 is 28. Because let's double check, so 28... 29... 30, 1, 2, 3. Yes, I was right. So we're at 28. We had to take 1 from this here. So that minus 5 put us at 28, 8, because minus 2. Yes! So... needs to be minus 8. So, this is easy. So that's going to put that one at 0. Because minus 4. Let's make sure I'm doing this right. 404 minus 8. So that puts minus 4 is half of 8 is 400. Minus 3. No, and then minus 4. 400 minus 4 is going to be 396. So 404 minus 8 is 396. Does it remind me how... Huh. That's funny because... Notice we did that. And now that doesn't look quite right. It's like this is moving up with her, which it... What is going on? We're getting closer. Yeah, now we need to modify this one. And it's just moving to the right, the shot is, so this needs to move up some 8. So we put it up just 2. I'm going to say this needs to move. I'm going to just say down 4. More than 4. What if... remove the key. So... but here it still goes up some for some retarded reason, so... I'm going to say 90. That looks better. Okay. Now here's where we get this weird downward shift. So, starting with this... needs to move up like 5. So 8 minus 5 is going to be 3, right? No, 8 plus 5 is 13. So 33. And hey, see, that's an example of how I know numbers and I can just guesstimate how high things are and get it really close. And this one looks like it needs to be up a smidge to me. 9. Dwell by your delicious day. And this needs to move up like 2, so 3. Probably not enough, but up 2 more. That looks good. Oh, but I didn't notice how this keeps going up and up. So the top, our wall piece looks good there. Let's go forward to where it doesn't look good. If you guys hear that rumbling, that's building noise. So if you guys can get a hold of me somehow and let me know that building noise is too loud, I'll turn down my mic volume a bit. Like, I can do that. I'm just going to put it back up to full like I had it, and if anybody says anything... Well, actually, hold on a second here. Just going to see how it sounds for you guys, so I'm going to mute me, turn up volume on my phone. Okay, I'm back. It's like the program registers it, like the meter's bumping up and down to the hammer sounds I'm hearing, but it doesn't, I don't actually hear it. That's one thing that kind of bugs me. It hasn't happened a lot. The last example was actually Captain Sparkles, and it's not making me like stop watching him or anything, but like he was like, "Hey, I apologize if there's any background noise that you guys can hear. There's a LAPD helicopter circling around my house. They like to do that when I'm recording videos, and it's not fun." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm back. It's like the program registers." Oops, turn that down again. And I'm like, "I can't hear the helicopter. How about you check your recording levels before you start recording so that you can find out that, oh, they can't hear the helicopter, so I don't need to mention it unless I feel like saying it because the helicopter is personally bugging me." If you want to mention the helicopter, that's okay, but don't mention it like we can hear it, because I can't hear it. And I know there's been at least 2 other instances on YouTube where I'm watching a video and they're like, "Sorry for the background noise." Okay. So here's where it's the highest point. Oops. Okay. I liked it better there. Now we check the previous frames. Whoops, wrong. Because if this worked right... Okay, no it didn't. We're gonna have to move it up some here too. Set this to... Oh, whoops. No, that's too many digits away. So we need to set this to... let's do 3. Three looks good to me. That also rhymes, non-intentional. But 3 looks a little bit too tall in the whole scheme of things moving. Let's just set this up 1. And watch this movement. Nope, 2. We also have to keep in mind that we're looking at it zoomed up, so movement of like 1 pixel, probably not noticeable when you're viewing it full screen. Which, keep in mind, will be bigger than the full screen that we've been looking at because there's still tools and stuff around the side of it. It'll fill the entire frame. Huh. So between these points, it's actually moving down some. So I'm going to remove this. Whoa. Yeah, we needed that key. But let's move it up a smidge. So 6. How do we do 8? 8 looks too much. 7. 7 looks good to me. You know, I just realized part of the issue is we're dealing with every other frame is changing. So, essentially, it's following a linear path that's one step ahead of where it's supposed to be. So one second, I'm gonna man up and ask that. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly mute my display capture. Thank you. Man, I can't wait for my new phone. It's coming here next Wednesday. Yay! It's gonna be so good to have 128 gigs of storage. I need to check. I'm going to check on I'm just checking to see what my frame rate was because I forgot. It was 60. I was supposed to do 24, but oops, I recorded in 60. That's my bad. It won't make a huge difference. 24 is a more filmic look. But I think 60 and 24 frames a second is kind of like the icing on the cake. At this point, you're just looking for things to make fun of and call out on somebody's. So I'm going to make a new topic. I'm just going to read a little bit here because this had me curious and it's relevant. Person says, no question, why fusion? He's basically saying, sorry for this no question. I was wondering why to learn fusion. It has far less resources than After Effects. Plugin support. And no 3D camera tracker. Oh, it doesn't have a 3D camera tracker? Huh. And this was asked 2017. February 5th, so this could have been updated. So far less and less plugin support, no 3D camera tracker, and about serious VFX works in a nodal environment, which this is. Everyone seems to think that Nuke is the way to go, and Nuke has a free version as well. Okay, so he prefers node-based. Nuke Studio is expensive. I trust my magic to improve the software and the community like they did in Resolve. That's good. Node's better for more complex stuff. And for more basic stuff, I prefer Motion to After Effects. The non-commercial Nuke is too limiting, and the paid version is too expensive for me. Okay, that sounds cool. I like when I read stuff about film things and I agree with people, and I'm able to find my own things. Like people where there was a thing on Facebook, Utah County, or the Utah Cinema Group, filmmakers and actors. And it was talking about, like, someone asked what the best editing software, and so we all pitched in our suggestions. I said Pinnacle Studio. And one person was saying, well, what about this program here? I was talking back and forth with them. Has a free version as well, and I think it was Avid Liquid. So I looked it up, and it was too limiting for me. Like, way limited number of tracks. The thing that surprised me, this is a program that is probably at least 3 times more expensive than the most expensive Pinnacle Studio. And the most expensive Pinnacle Studio gets you unlimited video and audio tracks, whereas it's limited to something like 34 audio tracks and 28 video tracks. Something weird. And, like, why? I have unlimited, okay? I mean, it has other features I don't. It lets you do crazy stuff like edit in Rec 709 color space, which I don't do. Let's get on with it. Let me read one more of these because I'm curious. For me, as with some of the others, this is a new person, I prefer no-base compositing. Prior to Fusion, I'd only used After Effects, excuse me, for quite a few years. But after getting used to node-based compositing, I don't really want to go back to layer-based, pre-comping, etc. Ugh. It's so powerful. As for Nuke, it's expensive, I can't justify spending so much on it. Also, compared to After Effects, true 3D particles without buying plugins. Yes, that's true. Also, things like Custom Tool and P-Custom Tool, I'm just starting to scratch the surface of these, but they are immensely powerful. I don't think there's an equivalent in After Effects. So, these are all good, valid points. For me, it's free, is why I started using it. But that custom thing he was talking about is basically, it's a relatively easy way, not like super user-friendly click and drag, but like relatively easy way to code your own plugins and automate some stuff. So I need to make my post really quickly. Let's say so I had every other frame changes, set animation to follow this. So I'm going to say my footage. Let me type it out and then I'll read it to you because it will go faster. You know, I just needed to check something quickly, because I realized, I'm pretty sure I didn't convert my footage, but I just want to make sure that my conversion software isn't set to, it doesn't have frame rate set, so we're good. It's not my conversion software. I will actually show you what I'm doing here in just a second. So let me show you what I have. I'm going to actually zoom in so that I don't have like their logos and stuff. Okay. Anybody watching? 2 people watching. Hey guys, so back to display capture. This is what I have. My footage is 59.97 frames or something. I don't know why, but every other frame is when things change. Example, frame 1, frame 2, and then frame 3 and frame 4. And those are going to appear as these emojis here. I have slight issues when animating things because the animation moves every frame. I want to know if there's a way to set animation to only change every other frame. So I'm going to turn this off again. I'm going to submit. I'm going to view my submitted message. And I'm going to zoom in so that you guys only see my post. See what it's supposed to look like. And then we'll get back to masking. That's what it's supposed to look like, you see? Good enough. There we go. Put back on live dashboard. Pop that open. Do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and save our progress here. Sorry, distracted again. So let's see. So it looks good there. There's a little bit of jiggle left of the door where there shouldn't be. I'm not going to bother with that slight jiggle. Okay, so see here how it's already off by like a bunch up here? This is also looks like a mask issue. Like if we go here... Oh! This looks like an easy to fix mask issue. Need to show the view can... That's not right. That's not right. That's the mask is in the wrong spot. One second, let me blow my nose. So like the Oh, okay. I just realized something. Hey, Total Fusion commented, I saw that current monitor's working. Hi. This ad is about, it's like, it sounds like they're black. Not being racist, but it sounds like they're black. And it's this guy and this girl planning their mom and dad's anniversary. And they're talking about how they have all these great things for their party. The DJ, the caterers. And how much it's going to be, like $550 for their anniversary. And just send me your half on Zelle. I thought he said half a Zelle. And Zelle is part of, like, Wells Fargo. And it's like a thing where you send money to people with any US-based bank account. I thought he said, just send me your half a Zelle. Like what? Zelle is a new currency form? No, he said half on Zelle. And no, I didn't forget I have a webcam on. I don't know why you're saying that. What are you seeing? Because for me, the stream is going to be off sync from what I'm actually saying. So let me know at what point it is, like what you're seeing, and I'll skip to that on my phone and see. But I do have a webcam on. Yes, I do. I don't know what looks odd, what looks funny, but I do. So, yeah. Maybe it's my hair looks a little funny, but it's poofy. I've ruffled through it a little bit today. I'm going to ruffle through it some more later on as it gets matted. So, let's get back to work. For some reason, let's do show. For some reason, I don't know why the mask is doing that. When clearly the mask is doing its job where it's supposed to be. Like, why is it doing that when the door is still... The door wouldn't be visible right now if the mask was literally over here. Because the original shot, that area would be bright. Like, what is going on? This is not good. Oh, there we go. Huh. It needed us just to... Huh. That is a little bit weird how it was off down here. Just need me to click back and forth between the two tools. That is way off on where that is supposed to be. What we were looking at, though, is... Let's go back to our Merge 2 tool. Right here, it looks a little bit odd. So let's check our mask. Like, see this? There we go, now the full thing. So that's something to be fixed when we do the mask. Right now, we're on doing this. 1 second. For some reason my phone... My phone is not charging. That's not good. I hope it's not the power brick over there regulating power. So what? More building noises. I need to come and get my charger by my bed. String these two cables together. That's not... What's wrong with my phone? Trying a different cable here. Let's see, this cable is going to be the... Oh, this is my light-up cable. So we know that that USB line works. I plug it into my phone, it says juicing up. Shows a red light, that's good. So I'm not going to use that USB cable anymore. Let's plug back into the brick we originally plugged into over here. That works. But I want to skip okay, there we go. So right here is where it looks funny. Oh, wait, we already fixed the mask. Okay. Okay. Sorry, distracted again. Let's get back to work. Okay. Do I hear a phone? I mean, I don't need to answer it if I do, but okay. Just curious. That needs to be moved down some. So here it's off again. Oops, no, that was up. Sorry, 1, 0. That looks good to me. Actually, no. 6. That looks good to me. Let me stretch a second. Oh, by the way, if any of you guys want to try this, I will happily send you the Fusion files or let you start from scratch if you want to try and make it better than me, go ahead. But it has to be Fusion, because I have to be able to mess with it later on, if I need to. Which is why whenever I do projects for friends, I will give them the project files. So if they ever want to edit it later on, they can get the program I used. And, yeah, they can get the program I used. And they can, what's the word? Yeah, they can get the program I used and edit it themselves. Or they can come back to me and they can, I can help them make some changes to it. I'm feeling happy. I'm confident. This is turning out to be good enough. Hard. That looks a little bit too low. So we're going to say right here it needs to move up. 2. Wow, genius, it looks good. I'm dreading the full manual sections. Oh, but right, we do have the track center append thing. Let me check something. If I pick my tracker here, and I do center append, here, one second. We're going to save our progress so we don't mess up anything here. We're going to set both of these to fit. And we're going to skip forward to where it obviously just like hardcore failed. I can't track that anymore. Which is coming up. Oh, right there. So and why is it? I don't know why there's all those weird 4 of them appearing. Unless it's like actually tracking 4 things. I don't know why. So here's where it first messes up. Let's double check. I think the painting is our best option. Yeah, we're going to track our painting. That's going to stay in frame for the longest. Okay. Angle isn't quite perfect. I might have to adjust that myself. We'll see. But first of all, we want to go forward to here. We want to click Track Center Append. I'm going to leave this tool, go back to the tracker. Hopefully it refreshes where things are supposed to be. Because this is saying that these trackers are all the way over here. But they're supposed to be up there. Well, wait, let's actually see, because... Oh, there's our... There's the door, looks good. So now what we want to do is... This is number 1. Right there. Track that to hold your horses now, sleep until the sun goes down. Through the woods we guard until the sun goes down. As long as her hair is not part of the pattern, which, just to be safe, moving it up just a smidge, so her hair doesn't affect it, hopefully. Okay. Cross our fingers. If this doesn't work, we can go back to our saved point. Ah, nope. There was already a fail there with the, This will just give us a test. Yay. Let's go back, see if we can fix that. Hold your horses now, sun goes through the woods we ride. Sleep until the sun goes. So, it's next one that the door gets... There we go. So what I'm going to do is... Okay, so this is... Okay, so let's try that again. Well, I'm going to position these in the right spot in just a second. I just want to move them over closer to the area I'm actually working with, so they'll be easy to drag in. Here we go. And then this one, we're going to put it, we're going to try that. Well, it needs to be up higher, because I don't want our hair to get in it like I did last time. Okay, cross your fingers. Now the next thing we need to try is, we might just have to manual that all together, which means taking the one thing. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take our merge here. That's not helping, that's just moving our four things. That's just a really weird phenomenon. It's things like this where I don't know what's going on, and so I find a sloppy way around it. Well, let's check a few things here. So if I go to tracker 1, we're going to go and turn off everything. Program's frozen. Don't crash. Do not crash. Don't crash. Please. Yeah, we crashed. Fortunately, we still have our we have our auto recovery and our previous save, which are not one and the same, because I'm going to have to, when I open it up, it'll say, do you want to go from your auto recovery? I'll say yes. If I don't like that, then I can go back to where I have it saved. That's never found anything for me. If that actually worked and found something for you, great. I think I read a little bit of an internet thing, see if it found, and I didn't see yet if it actually found something for somebody. Okay, how about this? And then this, and then this. Huh. Let's hit desktop and re-bring up Fusion. What is this? Oh. I know what that is. Yeah, I can delete that icon. That's just the drivers for my new monitor. 1 second. I am going to... Yes, I need to get rid of all of this. Okay. Take that off because it's a little bit hot in here. Yes, I would love to delete those 17 items. Thank you for asking, though, Windows. Like, seriously. Could have been an accident. It's good that Windows has it. Yes, I would. Why are those not where they're supposed to be? Okay, so that goes right there. Drum roll, please. There's my drum roll. Wait, actually, no. Drum roll. Yeah! That's why I got this thing from the dollar store. I know it's a horrible sounding, like you can't even tell it's a drum roll, but trust me, it is. See the drums icon? Drum roll. With cymbals at the end. And it completed. Anyway, sorry, I was thinking about something. So, let's see. What? What? Why is that? I know what error it's throwing, and I hate it, but... Here, what we're going to do is... Let's make sure that it looks fine. Because the point here is, do I... Okay, yeah, definitely going to do a... Oh, wait, no. We need to undo this, then. That's not... Okay, so we're going to open up from where we were. That looked good. So to do this, we're going to open up Mask, close Mask Comps 2, not save it. The house telling you. So that tracks under a pen thing didn't work. I'm probably doing something wrong. When the time comes, we'll put a new one door piece in and manual it. Okay. So... Huh. See, now it's not doing the 4 doors thing like it was. Now it's doing just 1 door jiggling around. Oh, there's the 4 doors now. It's weird how it does the 1 door And then it just, like, all of a sudden is like, hey, I'm going to barf out 4 darts for you. But I want to check something like we were checking. That has 1 door displayed. We crashed the program again. Yep, it's not happy with us. There needs to be a sad sound on here. I'm going to talk about this in a video sometime. But this has 9 sounds, and none of those sounds are aww. Like sad, you know, or like, oh. Or wah, 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 wah. None of that! That's not on here! We even have a sound of which I will refrain from playing because it's a little bit inappropriate. And yeah, it just, whoops. Some jerky or something, yeah. Dog barking. Okay, let's load it up and see what happened. Almost perfect timing. So, here's the plan. The plan is to, because I'm going to have to get ready, make sure I'm ready to leave for work in a bit. The plan is to, we're just going to go back and finish fixing this. And then when we get to the end, then we're just going to use our tools here to change the size of this stuff. Shrink it down so small you can't even see it anymore. Sorry, I'm distracted thinking. I just need to see if... Oops. So looking to see if there was a particular receipt easily accessible. Not that I need to show you guys. Let's get back to work. Oh, the green line shows where it's rendered. And where it's rendered, it will play better. So here's where we start getting off. So we need to move down. That needs to be at least 0. Oops, wrong one. That needs to be at least 0. 0 is too much, like 2. 1. That looks good to me. Now we just need to go, whoops, go back between these frames and check to make sure it's close enough. Close enough. Whoops, between here, sorry. That looks good enough to me. Whoa, that's way off right there. Yep, sorry, that looks good to me. There we go, that looks good. Got a little bit low there. Like right there, we're going to adjust this up. There we go. Getting a little bit high there. 2. Just want to see my song name. 6 weeks. We look a little bit low there. More like 7. 8. 9. Nine looks good. Here we're dropping down, so let's go back to this frame and let's put it back at 8 so it doesn't look so much like a drop. That looks better. You know, there's just an ad for how Alana Myers, 2-time Olympic gold medalist or something, she loves fast and she loves Xfinity Internet because it's fast. We got Xfinity and it is not very good. It works. Right now it's behaving, but we've had a lot of issues with them in the past, so much so that we have looked at switching and there aren't very many good options around here. And so it makes me wonder if at some point they may be behind the scenes say, this is Alana Myers who's paying for this internet connection, so we got to give her the best internet connection that we can for what she's paying for, okay? We're not giving her more than she's paying for, but we're just ensuring that she actually gets what she's paying for, even if her neighbors around her get trashy connections and other people don't get that 100% reliability. She has to, because she's going to talk about how she loves her internet. No, I'm sorry. Bad business plan. Fortunately, Linus Tech Tips has proved that review samples aren't better than the rest of the CPUs and different things they review, GPUs. They're, a lot of times, you get kinks worked out later on down in the production, and so the later ones are going to be maybe a little bit better. So, yay for Linus. Okay, back to work. Back to work. Oh, look at how tall the door is. We need to go back and find out when that door is just like so tall. And it could also be the size of it too. But for now we're going to assume that it's just too tall. Let's actually, let's zoom in just a little bit here so we can kind of watch the door. Because I'm just watching to see, does it look like it needs to be smaller? Because it, for some reason, could also not actually be calculating for the, for size as well. But I'm just going to say we're going to move it down. Where were we? Were we out here? I wonder if it's fixed itself. Was that just a display glitch? Oh, I see why. Because we're looking at... That monitor there has a mask on it. This one... That's why. So... So let's just try going here. On our door. Now let's just go 8, 7. When you know I can love. Love, love, love. When you know I can love. You love, love, love. When you know I can love. Sorry for messing with my gum. That was my bad. Maybe that's what my friend Total Fusion was talking about. Go check out his channel. It is named after my song Total Fusion. I'm honored. But I think I've kind of sort of gotten a lot of the younger kids in my neighborhood interested in YouTubing. Even if they don't watch it, they know that I do it. I don't watch a lot of their channels. I haven't seen a lot of their stuff, so I'll have to actually check it out. I'm not trying to be mean here, but I think as far as them, I'm the slightly more professional. But to give them the benefit of the doubt, they are also like 12 and 15 and whatnot. Which, I mean... There are a lot of 12-year-olds out there on YouTube doing stuff, and a lot of it isn't, like, the camera work's not so great. There are a lot of aspects of it that make it kind of almost unwatchable, but I like to look past that and see what is good about this. Like, the camera work's not great. It's, like, shaky. They're using a not great cell phone camera. But what's he doing? He's looking at some headphones. So how is his review of the headphones? What does he have to say? Well, he accurately conveyed what he thought of the headphones. Even if it wasn't the greatest review, I got the main point out of it. So, good job, kid. And I reference that because I want to do a video on these sometime. These headphones right here are surprisingly good, and they came with a t-shirt. What? Oh goodness. You guys can see the logo on my shirt. Hopefully, don't fault me for it. I'm not saying... It's my work logo is all I'm going to say. It's kind of tiny. I doubt they'll worry about it. Because I can't tell. So, whew. But yeah, and so I watched a few videos. I watched one video to see all the points the kid had to say. And then I skimmed a few other videos, also by 12-year-olds, to see what they had to say. And they all liked these headphones. So yeah, I agree with them. They're actually surprisingly good headphones with a t-shirt. Like he said, one kid said it's more like a t-shirt that comes with headphones than it is headphones that come with a t-shirt. No, I said that wrong. I think I said it wrong. It's headphones that come with a t-shirt, not t-shirt that come with headphones. I hope that's right. Yeah. That was very cool. That was like, wow. That was an amazing way of putting it, kid. Yeah. Anyways. So the door looks pretty good. We're going to leave that way. We're going to click back onto merge 2. And just finish making sure that this is the right spot. There's a little bit of jiggly between here and there. Like it wants to move down a bit right there. Excuse me. I'm just going to leave that one. It's close enough. Now here again, the door is too high. So if I take my door... Huh. Is this where the door gets lowered? Because there is a manual point here for the door. Let's just set this point lower. 3, 7, 9. Oops. Let's undo that. Still a tidge tall. Let's set it down more, like 370. There we go. We're going to go with 370. This is the point where, oh, it's looking great. I'm so confident in this. And then you watch it and it's absolutely like crazy, bouncing all over the place. Looks horrible. And you're like, haha. It was going so well. And then it just... And it looks horrible. I'm going to save my progress so we don't lose anything. Okay, so going forward. I'm decided. Sister. Here's where this looks a little bit too low. Go back just a bit. It's going up. So right here, I'm going to take this and move it up some. I'm going to say 8. 8's too much. 5. Woo! I guessed 5 first, but I second guessed and said 8. 5 is it. Let's go back and make sure it stays roughly the same. See here, it looks a little bit too tall, but not like a lot. But I'm gonna go ahead, since this is such a wide range, I'm gonna go roughly in the middle, and I'm gonna set it so that it looks good for being in the middle. Just, you know, it's just kind of a check-in point. Keep it on track. Like, it's like if something is over a period of time slowly getting off from where it's supposed to be, and we just kind of nudge it back on track in the middle, and then every once in a while keep adjusting it in the middle, then you'll be good. Which makes me think of, that reminds me of the, this was a talk by Elder Uchtdorf in the priesthood session. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, also known as Mormons, if you guys don't know. But basically one of his talks, he just gives the example of how being a little bit off course, you know, can lead very bad. Like, you know, 2 degrees off course could lead an airplane several thousands of miles off course and crashing into a mountain if it starts just 2 degrees the wrong angle. Now just picture in your mind, you have a straight line, you move it just 2 degrees to the right and draw another line. You're going to make a V. Anyways, back to masking. And there's where it all just goes sour. Okay, I'm going to hit play. I'm going to let it run through once and do its mumbo jumbo. I'm gonna make this full screen. Whoops. That should be fit. And so then when it's done playing through and it's rendered it and it plays smoothly, then I'm going to watch it and see what I think. Am I going to burst into tears crying, it looks awful? Or am I going to say, that actually looks okay? Leave a comment down below with what you think. I think it's going to look okay, except for that bit right there that needs fixing. We're almost to the rendered point. Well, we got a little ways to go, but hey. Any appropriate sound effects for now? Kind of the drumroll sound effect. Yeah, I know, that's a horrible drumroll. There are other sounds that are good, like listen to the siren. It's like that's a real siren recording. That's real people laughing. They recorded a dog barking. I I've used that explosion before. It's like a video game sound effect that I found. Oh, here we go. That looks good enough for me. There is a little bit of shift on one point that I'm going to have to manage. Move it left a bit, but oh, okay, yes. One more time, this is happy. You know what this means? This means we are so close to the end of it. Oh, I'll be right. Okay, guys. Here's what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do is I kind of need to get ready for work. So I'm going to let's pause this music. Whoops. I'm going to quickly run and see if somebody is available to come and check. And then, if not, I'll come back and say sorry. I have to check later. And then stop the recording. If they do come back, we'll check it. Then we'll stop. We'll get ready for work. Oh boy. Be right back, guys. Yeah, we're going to have to check later, but this is glorious progress. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.